Okay, package it.
Package it. And then it gets hard because once you package it, you have to be able to explain it in business terms. And that's not necessarily what everybody does.
Yeah.
This is where it gets into partnerships. One thing I would tell you based on the vibe I'm picking up, if you and I both grew up in Milwaukee, you know, I would have been a great partner for you because I could have been the businessman to the art, if that's how you're thinking about it. Maybe you're the business part, but it's not what you've been bringing up yet.
I don't know, I've been in a position where I've had to do like both right now, you know?
Well look, I mean, you should be putting out content on a very regular basis. You should start a pillar show, whether it's, I mean, vlogging I think is very fascinating. Mm-hmm. You know, you should be doing Instagram stories and Snapchat stories at scale. You should be putting out 7 to 25 pieces of content on both those platforms a day.
A day.
And let me explain how. Don't go fancy. Document versus create. When you make, you like that, right? It's a big shift. When I say 7 to 25, you say, my God, how do I produce 7 to 25 meaningful things that will have me respected? Versus document.
See, that's always the thing, is like meaningful that will get me respected. I feel like anybody can put out shit. You know, I don't want to put out shit.
But shit is subjective, my man. And I got good news for you. You're fully in control.
Yeah.
People always like, Gary, like, I'm in control. How many things I say no? They send me quotes to put out on Instagram. Nope, I'm in control. Who makes the final call on like productions? The producer, the director, I don't know, whoever. Who's the final person?
Producer.
Great, you're the producer, my man.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know, you take a selfie with a nice skyline and you're like, yeah. But you gotta put out stuff. And you gotta fabricate it. Like when you're like, I still can't believe how many people that live in New York don't use New York people. If I were you and I had an hour right now, go in the fucking park right now, like, I don't know, like go back to your basketball roots, stand outside the garden right there and be like, what do you think about the Knicks' upcoming season? Yeah, interview 4 people, one person gets into a thoughtful conversation. He was the former ball boy in 1957, it's a nice story, and boom. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
People aren't starting.
People aren't starting.
They're just not making. They're thinking, they're pondering, they're strategizing, they're debating. The difference between people like me and the far majority is I'm just doing at all times. I'm doing so much that I've decided to have a fucking man walk around with a camera and follow me, because who knows when it's gonna happen. And you know what's so funny? In parallel in my brain right now, when you're gonna leave here, I'm gonna say to him, D-Rock, I want this whole thing cut, the whole thing. Like what I'm giving you, so many need right now. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just put it out, right?
Right. So like you mentioned before, you know, you have to be putting out content all the time. I personally go through these periods of like extreme creativity and extreme just chill. You know, like I'm not feeling that. How do you motivate yourself, or how do you continue this process of like go, and balance that with like self-care and checking in with yourself, you know?
I do what feels right to me.
You do what feels right to you?
Yeah, so if I gotta check out for the week, I check out for the weekends all the time, no creations. People are like, where's your Snapchats? Like, I don't know, gotta be with my family. Like, I don't punish myself. But.
That's really hard for me in right now.
Good, of course.
I feel that same thing of like, dude, you're not putting shit out. You're not doing enough. You had a following and you're not doing shit.
I agree.
All right, Gary.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
I don't know, life. I don't think I don't think you should squander it, but like, I mean, like, you just gotta, you know, listen, this is back to, do you know yourself, or do you aspire to be something you might actually not be? This is the toughest question of it all, my man. I mean, if you wanna be respected and really known, show the fuck up. Are you fucking kidding me with going a week without doing something? You know, I don't know how much into my content you are, but I always say, nobody you've ever met got there without the hard work. Nobody you know. It's just real. You know, do you know how insane the Daily V and the Snapchat stories has been to everybody? They didn't realize how hard I was going at it. You can't believe how many people, you know how many fucking people used to say the word luck? That word luck has gone right back. Like, nobody has the audacity to say that to my face now, and I love it. And that's why I did it. I made it for you because you can watch it and be like, okay. But I think yours is different. I think a lot of theirs is different. It's because I'm not fancy about it. Document over create. I mean, there's so much magic going on. Dude, you're in fucking New York City. You know how many people, again, I'm gonna cut this whole thing because it's the advice everybody needs. You know how many of them sitting in a place that's not New York City? You got a billion fucking stories out there. You don't feel motivated that you need to tell a story today or create? Go let somebody else to do it. You have so much charisma. You walked in here in 2 seconds. You walked in here in 2 seconds and I'm like, okay, this kid's got a little mad. Like, you can roll up on anybody and get them to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Except racists.
I do that shit every day. I can do that too.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so fucking awesome. So you can't create? Distribute.
Ooh.
Got it? You can't create today?
That's a hashtag.
Facilitate. You know? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for not talking to the world. It just doesn't have to be your thoughts and words every time.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I'm on fire right now. I'm on fire, D-Rock.
Do you have like a few more minutes?
Yeah, look, I'm going until they pull me out. You're already 8 minutes over, so you're winning. Yeah. Don't even worry. Don't even think about it. You're not even close to that.
Why not?
Because you don't have the money to like really build the team, right? You can have homies help you out along the way. Truth is,
I feel like I've exhausted those resources though. You know?
Good. Let me give you a real good answer. I got a feel for you right now.
Yeah.
You need to work on you before you worry about a team.
What do you mean?
I mean, you got to get your shit together. Like you're responding to the right thing. Like I don't know much. What I do well is I talk, and then through reaction I listen. So that's how I get a lot done in a meeting like this, right? I could tell that you've got certain things that you need to do before you worry about a team. Get your thing in place.
Consistency first.
Yeah, get great at what we just talked about. If I go look now, and I'm gonna check, now I'm curious. If I go look in a couple weeks, and I'm like, oh my God, six, Instagram stories per day, like fucking, 4 Instagram posts, like he's been on Twitter on point, his Facebook, oh, he's got a YouTube channel now, I'm just, like, create, distribute, do all that stuff, interview, like, there's so much creative shit, man. Like I'm way more creative than I realized because stuff comes so natural to me. Like for example, like do a meme, and that's just a slang term for it, like go take a picture on every odd street in New York, in Manhattan. Like, I don't know, like go start at 113 and then 111 and 109, like anything could be, like, right? Like call it Odd Corner and just literally do an interview every day on Instagram for a minute, starting at 113th all the way down. That's cool, right? And like that's, I'm just making shit up. Like, I don't know, like Odd Corner, hashtag Odd Corner, it's your show. Every fucking Monday you go to fucking 113th, the next week 111th, and literally you stand there until somebody walks by and you interview that person, and that's the fucking show. I think what I'm good at is building a pillar up top that creates content below. Daily V, Ask Gary V show, right? And then all flows from there. Where did this quote come from? I don't know. Like somewhere along the way, that's what's powerful. And I think you need to, I think one thing that people struggle with is it needs to come from them, and it needs to come from the structure down instead of, got it? And that's why you wake up and you're like, damn, I'm not feeling, like, you know how hard it is to manifest that kind of original creative thing from the bottom?
Yes.
But if you literally lived your life under show, think of yourself as like CNN or MSNBC. Monday is Odd Corner, that's it. Like if you whiteboarded now on like mini shows that you could do, Monday's Odd Corner, Tuesday's like subway shots, Wednesday's like suburbs. You're just literally going out. Like, and all of a sudden suburbs clicks, and all of a sudden Toyota's hitting you up and saying, hey, we'll pay you and you'll drive a Toyota to Jersey, to Long Island. You see where I'm going? But you gotta put yourself in that position. But what you then are able to do is you don't have to think. You know why podcasts have worked for a lot of people? Because they interview people.
Yeah.
So they don't have to do the work.
Generate the content inherently.
That's right. That's why when everybody's like, oh, I love this podcast, oh, Gary Vee, and I'm like, you don't get it. They're just interviewing people. I'm creating original from the get. My version of that was, what's a better version of that? Oh, answer people's questions. Yeah. Also scalable, but brings value to those individuals and the entire community. So, got it?
Got it.
Good, man. Give Give me an update in 30 days. Send me an email. I'm dead serious. This is, you came in here and said, I'd like to start the process of a relationship. Ideas are shit. Execution's the game, right?
Yeah.
Email me in 30 days. Either you're gonna email me in 30 days and say, look what I did, or what you're gonna do is not email me.
Thanks, man.
You got it, brother.
Appreciate you.
Take care.